Hey there, happy Tuesday. I cannot believe I'm live again, but I am. Um, I just happen to be live again. I don't know. It's not always going to be like this, but where I'm on here this frequently, but it just is happening this week. Okay, so I'm coming live to color at least one of these um, postcards from Bubble Studios. She sent them to some of us to sample using alcohol markers on them to see how they act. And if Bubbles happens to come into this live and wants to see anything other than, what I wind up doing, wants me to try something else, um, I will try that on live. So um, I'm going to actually use these Crayola Take Note permanent markers. Um, and I was thinking about colors um, when I was setting up. I think this is. Oh, I got so much stuff on my desk, which isn't funny. As always, nothing changes there. Um, I want a piece of paper though, because I want to swatch before I do these. Only because I'm going to do this one first. I guess you can probably tell that. Um, how different I know. This more orange. It's not. I don't know how these blend, if they blend at all. So I was thinking I wanted orange, I wanted purple, and green. I actually did think about colors on this one before. Um, do you hear purple in this? Let's see. I happened to get these markers at Ollie's I don't know, 4 years ago or something like that. They just happened to be there and I got them. Um, so, purple. Well, since I have them on here, let's do this. Oops. Let's do this and see how they go together. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh, and I forgot. What am I going to do? What? I don't know if I don't think I have a black at all. I have gray, but not black. But we don't necessarily have to do straight up Halloween colors. Let's start. Which one was lighter? I think this one. Let's start with the lighter one. Okay, I should put my glasses on to make sure I don't mess up my line. I probably should have changed the title. I don't know. I don't think I did change the title of the video. I meant to, but I don't think I did. That's one thing I forgot to do. Just to do a little bit of coloring today before I think I'm going to do some reading this evening. Let's look and see. Okay, so there's not a lot of bleed through. Not really. I can show like an example of how these, how much bleed through there is with these in that um, bird picture I did in that Creative Pages book. I am not a pro at markers. So let me see where is it yeah, it's this one, the cityscapes, landscapes and city sites. It's called. That's where my cardboard is too. It's in this one. So this is bleed through that I had from using these in this book. And then that other one, the big one. It's the big one. This one. Which actually I didn't really finish it yet, did I? But okay, so that's how it looks on this side. And then this is how much bleed through there is on it on the other side. So these are the same markers. So okay, put those back. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with that today. These characters are so cute. Every time I pull them out, it makes me smile. Where is he? Bubbles drawing them or showing anything of them on her videos. They always make me smile. So that's a good sign of a good character. Oh, there's a line I missed. What do we got? Oh, wow. Not much. Hey, Evelyn. These are, they're Crayola Take Note permanent marker. So, I guess it's kind of like a Sharpie or something like that. Yeah. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good day. Are having a good day because it is still, today. I don't know. I feel like I've been through 2 days today. I don't know. It seems like lately every day seems like that the past couple weeks. Like every day is like 2 days worth of aggravation and labor. But, I am thankful. Your organization is so inspiring. It really is. I look and it's like, oh man. It's like It is possible. It's just like how I get there. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to happen. I have too many things, categories of things to organize in one little space, and it's like trying to accomplish the impossible. Ooh, that looks oranger on camera than it does here. Either one is nice, but this at first the outline looks a little pinker or whatever on here than it does on camera. Yeah, I would imagine. You know what? I didn't realize that Statler made so many different um pencils and markers and things. I happen to have one. I have the tin of those pastels pencils, and oh my god, I can't stand them because they're so scratchy. And I don't remember what I bought them for because they're really old. Like I bought them like I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, and I think I thought they were going to be like an oil pastel, and they're not. And they're more like a chalky pastel. So I'd be curious, like, if you ever did you ever use yours? Um, and if so, how? Because anything I have, I want to use it. I mean, I know I could maybe give it away, but I don't even know who I would give it away to. I don't know anybody who really wants them unless they ask for them, like on here or something. So I wonder if I should make her outfit purple since I want to use these colors. Maybe I should just make it purple. I know it's not the um I don't know, it's not necessarily Halloweeny, but Halloweeny. But those are the colors I wanted to use in here, so I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I feel brave, I guess. Like I'm gonna blend or something. Oh, that's what I meant. Stabilo. What? Yeah, those. I don't know. I always Yeah, where are they? I think I have them right here. These. I have them, and I don't know like what to do with them. They're pretty. They look nice in the case, but ooh, they're scratchy. So I wonder if there's some kind of if I use a medium or something with them, like Gamsol or something, or I don't know, Vaseline or whatever. If I could kind of get them to work differently than from scratchy. So, ooh, please don't let my printer fall over. That would be bad. So that's what I meant. I think, or I was probably getting both of them mixed up with each other when you were talking about them. That wouldn't be unusual for me to get mixed up. So, why I'm doing that, I don't know, but I just don't want them solid, I guess. And he's got a lollipop. Oh, he needs to have a. Because this is part of the pumpkin. Let's see. Okay. It's not really bleeding a lot, which I think is actually kind of good. I mean, it feels good on the paper. It doesn't feel like it's, crumbing up on me or anything like that. So, yeah. Yeah, they were like really scratchy. Like, I think I was using them in my sketchbook. And, yeah, I hated that scratchy feeling so much that I never I used them, tried to use them for like a week, and then I was like, I don't like these things. I don't think they were what I wanted. And I think somewhere in the house I have just like a small set of oil pastels, like just like shaped like chalk, and I didn't like those either. They were too oily. Um, and then those pencils were too chalky. So like, I didn't know a lot about anything other than pencils for sketching really, and oil paint. So that was me venturing out trying to try something different, and I didn't know anything though to be able to do that. I don't know if I like that. I may have to cover that up. That's kind of bugging me now. That's bugging me. I don't have the highlight in the right place or something, I think. So I don't know if these, maybe that'll do something interesting. Okay. Brown boots. Yeah. I'm not sure. I might have to look on YouTube and see if like maybe like water could be used with them. That would be interesting. Ooh, that's dark, dark. Wow, I don't know if I want that. Gray. Gray's kind of dark too. Oh, I'll use gray. I think I'd rather use yellow than gray. I'll do the boots last. Oh, you know what? I don't know what color to make him. I always think of him as being white, so I don't know. Maybe I'll leave him white and do the background or something. Hmm. I think I'm gonna do. I can think of where the highlight would be. I just do that part. Oh, this brown is really dark. So in between. I hate to use such a dark brown. But it's all I have that I can think of. Yeah, I wish these had like a um kind of pale, a paler brown, like a tan or something. But there isn't one in the set, so I'm so bad at markers. I'm not good at. I don't have very good marker skills. I know, aren't they cute? I swear, like I was saying, every time I see them, they make me smile. I think it's a good sign for a good character. I wonder if I probably should have left them as yellow, actually. And maybe used, I don't know, too late now, but I'm not good at this kind of. But it's mostly just to help Bubbles figure out, like if these can take the markers well enough. No, that one's not too bad. We kind of have the hang of that a little bit for a moment. We don't know what's going to happen in the next moment. Let's see. This is like a. How red is that? That's really kind of red. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. Just hoping I don't regret it. Let's see. I think I'm going to stop there. I don't want to go too crazy with it. What looks like I need to do is this hat. Because I kind of like that red on the edge. I do. Just trying not to take it too far. Okay. I really feel like I need like white and put red in the middle of it. I could use pencil, or I do have a white marker, but it's a paint pen. Okay, so get his hat. And what's this look like? Oh, it's not too bad. Here, what colors to make those? It's so cute. That's like the little hats that like sometimes you have for babies or like like little kids, toddlers, maybe up to like 5 years old. Those little hats, winter hats you have on them that are kind of like earmuffs and a hat at the same time. It's cute. Okay, so I'm putting this chicken purple, even though purple may not be the color, but that's what she's getting. I don't have black, and I don't know. I think my skills with that would not be too good anyway. And I wonder, this is a purple. It's more pink. I don't want to bring pink in there. I feel like I need to get used to utilizing white space. Like leaving some spaces and not coloring everything. And yeah, it's kind of hard to do for me with coloring books because you feel like coloring books, they're there to color in, so you got to color everything. But I think some things that just look better when you leave some white space. It's hard for me to do it. Sometimes I'll even try, and then I'll go back and I'll just color it in. whether by accident or on purpose, just because I can't take it. It's like, oh my god, I gotta color it. Gotta fill up every spot on the image. And I was kind of sloppy on how I just did that. I feel like there should be a little line of white here, but I don't know if we can do it well so that it looks like uh, hmm, do I want that on purple or do I want it green? What is that? Maybe it's different purple. Right. So I'm going to do it the hat. I'm going to make them the same color. Look at all these colors blend together. Mhm. Do I want to go that one? I think I do. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that under there? Well, guess what? I'm doing that. I don't want to get rid of that white that's there. That one I do. For some reason. Okay. On green. Maybe that should have been purple underneath there. I don't know, but it's too late now. Oh, that's a. Is she holding two bags? Oh, that's her bag. I colored her bag the same color as her dress. I just realized that. Oh, I think I can go over that with something else and distinguish it. It's my eyes. I think they're kind of tired today. I'm kind of looking at a lot of stuff, researching. I was looking for like a book, an old novel. Ciao. It's like the thing it's like it must be made of gold. I don't know. It seems to be hard to find. It's been no one has like no publisher has actually republished this novel or whatever, and I'm not sure if it's caught up into some kind of legal thing or some kind of thing that the author wanted, like requested after he died or something. But like all I can find are these stupid create space versions of the novel, which like I tried that once before and they're awful. Not only is the paper awful, not like looking at a regular book, but a lot of times the fonts are really horrible in them, and they're set up weird and. Mm. But I'm trying to figure out why that is, and even some of those create space created and independent publishers that have published this novel, even their prices, even though I know that what it looks like is crappy, like to be able to read it on their pages, they're charging like $30 for them. And I found one old excuse me, what color am I gonna make this side? What would happen if I put blue over that? And I did find, well, the novel, there's actually 3 novels in the series. It's like he wrote them as a trilogy. So he came out with one novel, then like, I don't know, I think there's like at least a decade or something like that between them. And more than that, actually, now that I think about it. But they're considered a trilogy, but I think you can't find them all published together. I don't know. I think that probably would be like just about 600 pages or something, maybe for the book, maybe more. But like separately, um, I found one of them separately. The original, more like I think it was. I think it was published in the late 60s or early 70s, and they want $100 for it. Just one book in the trilogy. I was like, oh my god, like what is going on? Like, I don't. Oh, it's awful. And then there's a part of me that purposely, because that like, okay, am I really now just really wanting this book because of the situation I'm experienced with it, or do I really want it? And I can get it as an ebook, so I am gonna read it as an ebook. The problem is, like, if I decide to use it, then other people are gonna have to buy that book too, and I don't know how that would happen because I can't find a reputable. Publisher, I just don't, there's certain situations where I just don't want to use an ebook. I find it trashy. for lack of a better, for lack of a, that's not even really what I mean, but I don't know. I just don't. It gets on my nerves. I don't even personally like reading ebooks. I really, but I think I got a reason, cause I'm old. Um, I'm old. My mother was a librarian, and books are a thing. The smell of them, the feel of them, they're a thing. Am I gonna make this little dude pink? I don't know. I think I am, cause I can't. Um, I kind of wanted to make these things pink, but if I make the little character pink, I don't want to do both pink. And I gotta figure out what color to make little guy. I don't feel like I have the right color for him. Yeah, I like a physical book too. I'm not that ebook life. And I have a Kindle and I barely use it. Because I'm just like, just give me the book. But I don't understand. Like, now I'm curious, like, what is the situation with this book that no one else has bothered to publish it since like 1974? When I keep reading like reviews of it, and it seems like it's very appropriate for today. I mean, it seems like it's a, but oh, it's weird. I'm going to resist making his nose pink right now because I do want to do that, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I might need to line her bag with like white or something to make it stand out. Okay, and still not that much bleed through. So, So, and I kind of find that interesting how, why some books um, just don't get published again after the first time. And if you can't find a used copy somewhere of it, um, you're SOL, Um, it's weird. I think I need to make this guy yellow only because I feel like I got too much of the same color on here. And this is how I wind up with rainbows, probably. A rainbow coloring page, but I don't care. I want all the colors. Give me all the colors. So I'm gonna read the ebook part of it and then see how I feel about it. Um, I actually found it on maybe I should do his whole face. I found it on Project Gutenberg, and for me to print it out, for me to print out one of them is like, okay, that looks weird. Let's just finish coloring it. It's like 250 pages, and I have half a mind just to do that because I'd rather read it and have it look like I'm reading a script than read it on my Kindle or something. To be honest, I really would. And I want something I can mark up. I write my books, so I need to be able to mark it up. Oh, oh, I see. He's supposed to be Frankenstein. Oh, how cute. Oh, well, we know we can make those little knobbies gray. Make them gray. It's freaking cute. I wonder if my red is forgiving enough for me to. Because that's supposed to be a Frankenstein scar. I really want to do this to this thing. I can't wait. I need my red swirl. Almost have my red swirl. And I had that I was reading an article that was talking about this one female author who was what was the situation with her now? She was Jewish, but she was a Christian, and she lived in like Pennsylvania, and this is like in the 1800s, like during the temperance movement, and she wrote a novel, and this article, which is a fairly recent article, was talking about this novel, and so I wanted to get that novel. Can't find it anywhere, not anywhere. It's like, and so I'm trying to figure out, well, where did that person find it? Was it is that person, the author of that article, did they find that book in another country, and so they read it because it was published in another country in translation, but like it was never republished here in the United States? Like that kind of stuff like drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. It's like I want it, I can't get it, I can't deal with it. So yeah, and it's really yeah, that's one of those things I kind of got to put it out my head, because it's like you're not going to get it because it isn't here. It doesn't exist. And maybe the only way I can get it is like to, I don't know, borrow it in a language that I don't even speak if I find it. And it's like, that's no good to me because I can't read it. So, I don't know. I keep coming up with, every once in a while I come up with something strange like that, and it just drives me crazy. It helps me realize it, and I realize the limitations of publication, that really, you know, everything isn't republished. I don't know why I put that there, but it's there. I don't know why I did that. Um, I don't know what color to do the characters, because I feel like I want to color them the way that Bubbles sees them, and I don't really know how she sees them. And I feel like I'll destroy their faces if I use a marker on them. So I got this bag to do. And you know what? I saw a little spot here, and I'm just going to put pink right there. Why? Because I can. That's why. What little candies on this bag. So I try not to get anal retentive about not being able to find a book, because there's nothing I can do about it. If it's not published, I can't get it. And I usually can find, well, even with this woman, I couldn't find her book on Project Gutenberg or Internet Archive, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Which, like, yeah, drives me nuts. But then I wonder, like, how much of it is because she's female that it can't be found, that people didn't think what she was writing, oh, a woman wrote that, oh, that's no big deal. Oh yeah, isn't she cute, she writes. Because this was like 1800s, so there's that attitude around. What color is the bag? Not green. We could make it yellow again. I love this yellow. Or actually, no, I love the yellow, the color of the pen, more than I love the color that comes out of the pen. But and this is the color of, speaking of Halloween bags, this is the color of them darn Mary Jane candies. Ugh, vomit. I hate some things. I used to hate those. Where was I when we were talking about that? That Mary Jane's should not be considered candy to give out on Halloween because that's not child candy. That's candy for some weirdo adult to like. It's just I'm just being silly, but yeah, my mother liked those. The licorice I gave to her, the black licorice, she got that. She got the Mary Jane candies, and there was something else. What is that candy? I see the wrapper, and I think it was like, maybe I'm thinking the Mary Janes, but something that had like a goldish yellow wrapper and had red on it. I don't know, whatever it was nasty. What was in it? I was like, how dare they put this in my Halloween bag? That's evil. The people who don't like kids gave them things away. I'm convinced. So I want to color my little people, but I figure I really want to color them with pencil because I don't feel like I have the right marker or the great marker skills enough to do them with marker. Unless, actually, maybe in my other alcohol markers, I probably, like, I know I have a light peachy color. I have some colors that are kind of light in there. Let me see, where's my book? Where did I put my book? One of the few things I swatched. Where did I put it? Oh. Yes, you hear things falling. Hopefully not too much, though. A thing or two. Oh, no, I put it in the box. I don't think it's in that box, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going there today. Let's see. But I do have a markers here. I still need to arrange the left side of my desk because I was going good there until I started rearranging organized space or starting or reorganizing storage spaces in other areas of the house, and then it was like, oh, my focus was all on that, and so I didn't get to keep going with things here in my room. So let's see. It's just this pink salmon. That might work. Fruit pink, I think, is too pink. And I have that pale cherry pink. I'm going to use this one. I like this color. Maybe we don't have to do all of him. Just kind of. Yeah, see, I knew I did the wrong side of that. As I did it, I was like, oh no, Linda, you didn't want to do that side. Okay. These are alcohol markers too. And what colors? Ooh, brown gray. That sounds interesting. Let's try. These are the generic alcohol markers that, like, I think you find them in, like, different brands, usually with some kind of Asian-esque, name, Northern Asian-esque name, but they're kind of like the same marker. So for the most part, yeah, I like that color. I'm gonna make her name. I can't remember what her name is. I always forget their names. I have to write them down so that um, I can see them in front of my face for a while, and then somebody's name is Akiko, but that's not. I don't think that's his name. I always forget his name. I have to write it down so I can remember. I don't really want to color them in too much more than that. I'm just weird, like, because I don't. Oh, sorry, I'm talking too much. But yeah, like I said, my marker skills aren't really. I don't really have marker skills. Period. I don't. So thus, I am perseverating about um, using these. Oh, oh. See, messing it up, kind of, sort of. But and let's try and do more of him too. Let's be a little braver. Then I want to do more of his ears, do I? I'll do the inside of hers. Do I want to do the background? Not yet. I'm going to think about the background before I do anything there. Okay. So this is my first BubblezStudio card that I've done. Hey, Bubbles! Yay, you're here! I've been working on this one. You have to tell me their names, like write them down somewhere so I can see, so I can copy it down, so I can get them right. But yeah, so I tried to do the best I could with the markers, and there's no, like it's really smooth on here. There's no like, no fuzzing up or anything, nothing like that at all. Very smooth going down. This is the other side. So there isn't really, I mean, it's holding, this is holding the ink really well. I kind of was thinking I would have Misu. Okay, hello. I'm writing them down right now. Watch me. Misu and okay. So Misu is the ears going up. That's how I'll remember. And go. Okay. Ears down. that's how I'll remember. I thought it was freaking cute. This little one with the Frankenstein costume. I thought that was adorable. Yeah. So, oh, he's got hair. What should I do with that? Where's that brown? I just had brown gray. Let's do this. I'm gonna give him kind of like brown hair. Kind of, sort of. That might look kind of weird, but I don't know. I still want to color his nose pink, but I'm going to restrain myself. Although I didn't color his nose at all. He needs a nose. Where did I put that pink? Salmon. Winds up being pink anyway. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to do the background and me in backgrounds. I don't know. I may do it in pencil or something else. Maybe use a Marabou art crayon or something like that. I'm going to think about it. But there it is. They make me smile. I was telling Evelyn that every time I see these, like, I always smile. They just, like, make me happy. So that's a good thing. And I just realized I didn't color, like, their tongue or whatever. I don't know if that would be too weird. I'm obsessed with pink. But I just saw something else. Always, or look, actually, those kind of like teeth, though. I'm going to leave them alone. I don't know. That's kind of scary. So I'm going to save this one and do it at another time. I don't want to do both of them at the same time. So I want to think more about the background with this one first. And then, I think I'll feel more comfortable about approaching this one. So, so that's it for me tonight. Do you have any questions for me, Bubbles? Anything you want me to try, like with this one or with the next one? The paper is really good. Like I said, I was like, it's very smooth. There was no kind of, like any kind of like flaking up or anything like that with it. On this particular pumpkin, I have like 3 colors on it of the alcohol markers. I actually use mostly these. The Take Note is actually what I used, and they're a permanent marker. So on the pumpkin, I had outlined these parts, and then I colored the whole thing, and then I went over these parts again in some places with another color, and it was like very smooth. Um, yeah, the paper is really nice. Yeah, and it didn't. I was using permanent marker, and that's as much as got to it. And yet, and I showed this. Where is it? Is it still up here? Yeah, that's the same marker that I used on a page in this book. Well, yeah, there's another one too. This one, and that's how much bleed through I had on this paper. And then this one is all of those permanent markers, and this is how much bleed through I had on this one. So comparing that, it's pretty good. I just saw something I could probably use in the background. Yeah, so maybe I'll use something different on this one too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Evelyn winds up using, and then I'll try and use something else. I don't know. Or I'll just keep using the alcohol markers because I don't use alcohol markers much, and it's good practice for me. So, okay. So, oh, burping. Goodness gracious. So that's all I came on for, was basically to do at least one of these. And I'm going to head out and I think I'm going to start reading. What time is it? Almost 7:30. Yeah, I may start reading. Um, I could show though something that I started that like I couldn't wait to go watch the any video to rewatch them to get the skin tone right. And in a way, I kind of paid for that, but I think I kind of hit it pretty well too. I'm just in love with these books. I am in love with how the paper outside and inside. I'm just in love with them. The paper is like phenomenal. I don't know. I love this fold out thing, the cardboard. I love the whole thing. It's just a wonderful. So, I think I get the Alice in Wonderland one. Is it tomorrow or day after tomorrow? But I started this one last night. So, um, and I used the Chroma Flows. And I kind of think this paper, and I actually used one of the Light Fast. One Derwent Light Fast, which like, you know what I mean, those neutral colors. This is one I got open stock. It's, what does it say? Oyster. And I use this kind of, to give it kind of like this little tiny purplish hue underneath, and also it kind of helped to blend. It's an interesting color, which is kind of why I got it, because it looked interesting and I just dropped it. Okay. Something we don't want to do. But I dropped it on the mat. So, yeah, so I started working on this. So, I might color some more in this tonight. I don't know what to do with the rest of these, but this paper is awesome. And I don't know. Like I said, this is an old book. All of these are like rather, they're like from 2016. I think this one is from. And the other ones are like 2017. One might be 2015. But, I wasn't coloring then. So this is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And it's called Fantasy. I'm trying to move it up. Fantasy Art Adventure. And then I actually have two more, because I don't know. I seem to be that way with a lot of things that when I see, I don't know, I just went and got a whole bunch. Originally, this is the one I saw Miss Southern Belle coloring in this one, and I was curious about the book because something about it looked really special. I thought it was really big and everything, but so this was the one that I originally saw, and I looked it up on Amazon and ordered it. But then I saw the other ones too, so I wound up ordering these two as well. This one, and then this one, Mermaids. Because it had a little mermaid on the bottom. I mean, not mermaid, the dragon. I can't talk today. And then she has an Alice in Wonderland one, which like I restrained myself that day and didn't get it. But I couldn't restrain myself for that long because I wound up getting it 2 days later, ordering it 2 days later. So that's coming. And again, like I said, I think the paper just mesmerized me. You know, I do like that she has some of her drawings in these squares like this, because I also need to learn how to draw in this way. So I find it useful for that. They kind of remind me, some of the images kind of remind me of the Camellia Dorico, which like her stuff kind of creeps me out, and like some of these probably do too. But I think I was so drawn to the paper and the way the book is constructed that it didn't even bother me. So just seems like you could use anything, any medium in these books. Did you? See, I keep feeling like I've seen this before. I remember seeing this dragon before. and seeing somebody coloring this dragon. So maybe it was you. Was it you or you? Somebody. I feel like I've seen that before. Um, yeah, but it's like the whole package with these books that I really like. Ah, and I guess this woman has done stuff for Disney too. So I thought that was interesting. It's like, well, it seems like her style probably would be in that. Yeah, see, it's weird because I'm not really one much for the little smush cutesy faces things or whatever, but it's the whole package with these books that really has me drawn to them. And like with all these big faces, like I can practice skin tone till the cows come home. So I think that might be the difference with it for me now, is that I can do all kinds of skin tones on this. Um, I think I only saw those four: the Alice in Wonderland and these three. As far as coloring books, she's got books, but like tabletop books, coffee table books, kind of things. Because she's actually done paintings of these images here. So like her coffee table books have things like that in it. So it's fantasy art adventure, mermaids, and Halloween coloring book, which like I got for in October we're going to be probably doing this, but Miss Southern Belle was coloring in it the other night. I think it was Saturday night. Yeah, she was cracking us up with the where's that picture? The picture she was. I think it was. Was it this one? It might have. No, it only had one dog. It didn't have two. She was cracking us up with it, though, making me laugh so hard. Exactly. That's the thing. It's like there's so you find even some of these images that are really beautiful, but they have them on bad paper, and it's kind of like you don't always want to be like you kind of want the things in the book. You don't want to have to always be printing them, trying to print them up, and all this other jazz. That's why I'm kind of disappointed with that Fantasia book, but I'm also glad that I can at least print out the pages on my printer. But I'd rather not. I'd rather have the book be in good paper. But I'm gonna be. I'm getting more choosy about that now with the paper. It really does matter to me. The more I start using more than just pencils, or using better pencils, the more the paper matters to me. And I guess the more skill I've developed, the more the paper matters to me, because there's some things you just can't do on Amazon paper. A lot of things you can't do on Amazon paper. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes it's just way not okay. Okay, pencils that are not in their case, but they're all the same brand pencil. They're all brute formers. So, oh wait a minute. Is this my black? That's my black. It should be over there. So, yeah, it's mattering a whole lot more to me. It really is. It's like I don't even want to be bothered with it if it's not on good paper, unless it's something I'm just not, knocking around on and I don't care. But, um, yeah, it matters to me. So, okay, well, that's it for me. Y'all let me know if you get any of these books and like you want to do a color along or something, because I'll do it. Chances are October I'm going to be working in this one though. That much I know. Um, so thanks for being here, and hope you all have a really good evening, a really good rest of your day. Bye bye. That looked kind of weird. I can't do that right. Oh, and I need lotion too. Don't look. I'm ashy. I'm going to take care of that right now. Don't worry.